Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheswaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. How to overcome or untie the knots of ignorance in our consciousness. That is the topic which we are going to discuss today. In Ajatma Upanishad, there is one sutra. It goes like this: when one sees the non-dual through Nirvikalpa Samadhi, at that moment the knots of ignorance in the heart gets dissolved completely. This is how it goes, which means there are two types of awakenings. Choiceful awakening and choiceless awakening. It see, let us discuss first about choiceful awakening, what it is. The choiceful awakening is, suppose generally in the world, people, when they are hurt by the ways of the world or by the various circumstances which they undergo, and when they are deeply hurt, see, the such kind of things they cannot share with anybody else. So in those situations, naturally, they turn towards God or some unknown force. So they will be told to resort to different spiritual practices to overcome that turmoil. And they undertake with so much faith those spiritual practices, whether in the process they derive peace definitely by practicing those methods. They derive some peace in whichever way it is and whatever way it is. They practice with faith, good faith, and they derive some peace out of it. But in the hidden parts of the or in the depth of the heart, there is that turmoil still goes on. The turmoil is still there. This peace is only on the surface. So that turmoil, whenever it gets provoked in any circumstances in the latter part of the life, in the slightest provocation is enough and it will explode like a bombshell. Again, he loses all peace. Again, he want to go through again that practices, or even that practice also he will question. After practicing, I have derived some peace, and now it is completely lost. So they are at loggerheads. They can't understand. They don't know how to overcome that. So at this point, see, definitely by following some practices, by following some good practices, you have arrived at some peace. Definitely, no doubt about it. But underneath, that opposite of that peace is present within you. Because, see, life in its whole in its completeness. It will have both perfections and imperfections. It will have both peace and restlessness. It is bound to be there. The turmoil and peace bound to be there. They'll be there. But till you overcome. See how you got this peace. See, there are two sides of a coin. One side is peace, the other side is turmoil or restlessness. So you have come to the other side. That's all. But that has the other side has not disappeared completely in your heart. That's why you are bound to be disturbed in the such cases. So if you examine, you have exercised some choice. You have accepted one, you have rejected the other. You have accepted the peace, you have rejected the turmoil. You have accepted the happiness, you have rejected the unhappiness. So, by your act of choosing one over the other, you got disturbed. Very simple. By accepting one and rejecting the other, you are disturbed. So, you feel happy at times and you feel unhappy at other times. So, how to this is called how it has come because of your you want peace, you want to escape from the world, you want to be away from all the circumstances, and no doubt you have arrived some peace. So because of that, this is called you got peace, no doubt about it. It is called choiceful awakening. You got peace, you got awakened, but again you are disturbed. So even when we escape, when we choose one, and suppose even in 1,000 years you live in Himalayas, again you come back to the world, and your relationship in the world remains the same, because the opposite is not dissolved completely in your heart. So, this is the result of your choiceful awakening, that is called Savikalpa Samadhi. You wanted peace, you wanted happiness, you wanted joy, and you want to reject the others. So, by your choosing, you got awakened. So, what is next? The second part is choiceless awakening. So, what is choiceless awakening? We will discuss in the next video. So, thank you all.